If your home doesn't sell the first time it hits the market, most people think it's bad timing or bad luck. But in Kansas City, that's not the real reason. Most homes sit because something was off before it went live. Price, positioning, marketing, strategy. And once buyers see a home sitting, the conversation shifts and changes quickly. They may wonder what's wrong with it. Maybe they're expecting discounts. But suddenly, then you're negotiating from behind. If you're thinking about selling or relisting, it's important to understand why this actually happens. Because the goal isn't to sell your home. It's to sell your home while you have leverage. I'm Bellooch, Frankie Bellucci, Kansas City Realtor. If you're thinking about living here, I make videos to help you make smarter moves and avoid costly mistakes. The most common issue is pricing. Not because sellers are unrealistic, it's because they're hopeful. And hope just isn't a pricing strategy. When a home launches too high, what happens is even the most motivated buyers are going to go elsewhere because they're going to find other values that feel better to them, and that's the direction they're going to go. And once that first wave of buyers is gone, you don't get a second first impression. The second challenge is weak positioning. Some listings hit the MLS and they have a sign in the yard, but they don't have any sort of positioning. The second challenge is weak positioning. A house hits the market, there's a sign in the yard, they hit the MLS, but they don't create any real momentum. Photos are average, marketing is minimal. There's just no urgency created, which is critical. If buyers don't feel the competition, then they don't feel compelled to act. And when there's no urgency, the offers slow down. Another issue is lack of launch strategy. Strong listings are built before the sign even goes in the yard. That means prepping the home, timing the market, and pricing that attracts attention instead of testing it. That first week is everything. That is when buyers are watching, and that is when you have leverage. When days on the market start climbing, that's when the conversation turns from excitement to concern. Now buyers want discounts. Agents claim it's a tougher sell. And sellers start feeling pressure instead of control. And at that point, you're reacting instead of leading. And that's where the reaction gets you weaker deals. So listen, most listings don't fail because the house is bad. They fail because the launch was weak. Selling well is about creating momentum early. Selling well is about creating momentum early, not about chasing it later. If you're going to sell, you're going to want to sell once, and you're going to want to do it right. If you've ever seen a house sit and you're wondering what happened, it's probably not the house. It's probably about the strategy. If you've seen a house sit and you're wondering what happened, it probably wasn't the house. It was probably the strategy. And if you're thinking about selling soon, this is the stuff you want to get right before you list. If you're thinking about moving, buying, or selling here in Kansas City, reach out. Call, text, DM, doesn't matter. I'll make it super easy for you. I'm Bellooch, Frankie Bellucci, Kansas City Realtor, and I'll help you make the right move the first time. Ciao.